Okay, moving through the one ski basics, a couple of side slides there. And the 180 looking not bad too. The reverse, wow. Almost pulled out of that, was close. So provisional score coming through. Let me just calculate it up in my head very quickly. That was 260 points for Cheryl Elbeck. Of course, your new leader after 2 skiers. Okay, well, coming into course now from Texas A&M, representing the South Central region, it will be Rachel Gorlick. A last-minute addition to our running order. Oh, and she's going to open up with rope on toe. Exciting stuff. Indication of the high-caliber trick skiing the South Central is bringing to this event this year. And they, right now, are the hot-and-hot favourites to take out the team's title, although there is still plenty left. The toe back, toe front is good. Oh no, the toe back was good, but the toe front wasn't. And that'll be 100 points for Rachel Gorlick. That puts her in second place right now after 3 skiers. Okay, next skier out of Arizona State University, a recent graduated a couple of weeks ago, on her way to become an Air Force fighter pilot, is Kaylee Fulleros, skiing for the West Coast. And just goes down on that front. Okay, on the water right now, out of the Midwest, is Erin Vespestad from Iowa State. And moving through these opening tricks. First couple surface rotations are good. Just goes down that front again. So on the water right now, out of the West Coast, is Megan Tierney, also from Arizona State. Trying to flick through some opening surface tricks here. Well, the back front is good. What can you do for us now? Well, the reverse, not quite so good. It's still a solid 200 points there for Megan. Okay, so you see we got a scoreboard up here. Now, again, disclaimer, all these scores are just coming from me, so they're not official scores or anything. I think they're pretty on point. It's a, rough representation, just to give you an idea of what's going on. But that's what we've got so far. You see that log jam between, 100 and sort of 250 odd points. And we're going to see a lot of that over the next hour or so. And what it means is every little side slide you can do, or your back, front, whatever it is, that's a lot of people you're going to beat. It's a lot of valuable team points. It's all placement based, of course, the scoring. So it's very valuable. Anything you can get up over, say, 300 points is very valuable to your team. Okay, and on the water now, out of the University of Texas, is Melissa Toll, coming in on one trick ski. Pretty shaky on that first side slide, just trying to repeat it, regain some composure here. Clock's ticking away. Will there be another trick? Oh, she turned her body the reverse side slide. I don't know that the ski actually moved at all. But that'll be a solid 40 points there for Melissa. Okay, on the water right now, out of the University of Alabama's Eloise Whitlock. And I think we might see some slightly higher caliber tricks from her, perhaps. Looking pretty clean here as she moves through these opening one-ski surface tricks. Back-to-backs even. That's a full 500 points there already. Can she get some wake tricks to finish? Just goes down on that first wake back. So 500 points there for Eloise Whitlock. Coming, of course, now to the Midwest region is going to be Katie Stenger, also on one trick ski. Now the lead up to 500 points from that run from Eloise Whitlock just moments ago. Moving through these one ski surface tricks here. Okay, that's what I like to see out there on the water. Our next skier is going to be Madison Hayden out of the University of Arkansas. They're skiing in her home state, and she's gone out in two trick skis. You don't see that an awful lot. Our first skier on the water, Melissa, also went for the D2 trick run. But she'll be coming in on two trick skis. Here we go, Madison going through some sides here on two skis. You know, the cool thing about two skis is you're a little more stability having two skis, but unfortunately you halve your points roughly. It's not quite that simple, but it tends to work out that way. That's all I got, she says. Stands up her run. You know, with 4 different towboats running simultaneously, we're going to move through this trick event very quickly. I mean, we've already gone through about a dozen skiers, and it's probably been going for no more than half an hour. So definitely, you know, if you're a skier, later on in the running order, start thinking about making sure you're ready for your ride. It's also good. It means we're going to have plenty of time left this afternoon for you know, bonfire or any other activities. I see the volleyball courts are very popular already. I guess weather permitting, we still have that slippery slalom contest there was rumors of. Our next skier on the water is going to be Destiny Brown out of UCLA. You see Destiny making the trip out to Arkansas. Personal best up around 400 points, I think. Only if I get to go to the Walmart Museum, though. Destiny Brown coming in on the trick ski, moving through those side slides. Oh, look at that recovery. That is sensational. She was gone for all money on that back front, and she popped back up, and now she's going to ski down the lake and get a whole nother trick in. Oh, just goes down on that 360. Couldn't recreate the magic. Yeah, Aura Rayner from Auburn on the water, moving through some one-ski flicks. I thought those were flicks, weren't they? No, they were side slides, sorry. I get confused sometimes. Well, she tried, I'll give her that much. Okay, coming in from Michigan State, it's Jessica Carr on the water. And she looks like she could be challenging the lead here, moving through these one-ski basics very quickly. Into some back-to-backs now. Oh, no, goes down on the first back-to-back. Devastation. She's a better tricker than that. She was on track to pick up a score up in excess of 600 points, and she'll end up with only 320. That's disappointing stuff there for Jessica Carr. There we go, pull up that leaderboard there. And you see there's a really big log jam there between about 200 and 300 points. And that's what I'm talking about, that mark. If you can get yourself up over sort of 300 points, you get ahead of a lot of people and you get a lot of valuable placement points. And that's what a lot of these skiers will be looking to do. As we move through, we expect the caliber to get higher and higher along the way. And I see some pretty accomplished skiers coming up in the next couple rotations, so that's good to see. Get on the water now, Madison Tebow at the University of Texas. Skiing for the South Central region behind that wonderful Mastercraft towboat. Wide selection, you can have a Mastercraft, a Malibu, a Nautique. At your choice, I suppose. I happen, for tricks at least, I happen to be a big fan of Nautiques, although I think Malibus provide very good trick wakes too. It's very interesting tricking here from Madison. Unfortunately, she lost a lot of time there, crossing the wakes as she did some of those tricks. Okay, on the water, Madeline Brooks out of UCLA. Moving through these opening one ski basics. The reverse is good. This is shaping up to be a high scoring run here for Maddie. The wake back inverted. She's been skiing with Eric Lee, I can tell that. And then the wake front is good too. Just goes down that back to back. You know, there's probably only two people in the world that would coach someone, a beginner, to do an inverted wake 180s. One of them's Eric Lee, and I think I might be the other. I'm a big fan of inverted wake 180s. Okay, on the water now, it's Robin Manhard out of Auburn, University of Auburn, Alabama. Moving through some one ski basics here. Has she got the reverse? Well, we're approaching the halfway point here. And we've started to see a few higher scoring trickers come through. A couple scores in excess of 400 points. Still have yet to see the collegiate gold standard, which is, of course, the 660 run. No one has successfully pulled it off. But I'm picking we'll see it very shortly. Okay, coming into course behind the Nautique is Haley Orr from Grand Valley State, the Midwest region. Looking to pick up some big points here. And she's coming in on toe, so we could be seeing some big points here. I think she's probably just going to do a toe back, toe front, kick the toe piece off, and then keep going. Yep, like a, I'm getting good at this. Now the one ski basics. Oh, just goes down that reverse back, so that'll be 300 points there for Haley Orr. Extra points for the wave. I think the judges are looking at throwing an extra 5 or 10 points in just on the merit of that wave. Best wave we've seen all day. The call comes from Sam Greenwood. Here we go. This is Mallory Hayhurst on the water out of Arizona State University, a recent graduate, graduated last weekend, or a couple weekends ago. Okay, next up from the South Central region, it will be Shani Oliver, University of Louisiana, Monroe. Now, I think Shani could be the first to crack into the gold standard of collegiate water skiing, the 660 run. Only the greatest collegiate water skiers make it to that threshold. And once you get there, it's very hard to go higher. You know, it's kind of like a wall for a lot of skiers. And Shani moving through the 660 run smoothly so far. Oh no, it's a little unconventional. The wake 180. And the O is no good. Still though, solid score, 280 points there for Shani Oliver. Yeah, I put a little too much faith in her. I thought we were about to see 660, but not there. Back to the drawing board. Yeah, that's right. Jeff Rush pointing out. Right now, this feels a lot more like your typical, collegiate tournament. I'm sure the Midwest is similar to the West Coast in this, where it's hour and end of a couple hundred points, then maybe one person at the end that tricks like 600 points.
Who is this for?
Okay, coming into course now for a re-ride is going to be Katie Stenger. She picked up 320, but was offered a re-ride because there was a swimmer, a skier still in the water in front of her, and I guess that put her off. I could see why that would happen, and it was a bit of a safety concern too, obviously. So Katie going for a re-ride here, and she's gotten up to the same amount of points she got round one. Can she exceed them? Yes, she can. The first 360 is good. Can she get a reverse? She can, up to 500 points now. And that's good. A big improvement from her. In fact, she can do the 660 run, just not quite in time yet. So that's pretty impressive work there from Katie Stegner. You see that re-ride is very significant because it brings Katie up for tied in the lead. And, you know, certainly 500 points is not going to win. It won't be on the podium. We all know that. But it's significant because right now we're about halfway through women's tricks. So if you're in the lead halfway through women's tricks, that's a lot of team points. You've beaten a lot of people, and under the placement system, that's worth a lot to your region. So that was great work from the Midwest team Brains Trust and getting Katie that re-ride, and she certainly utilized it, bumped her score up to get her tied for lead with Eloise Whitlock, both on 500 points. Susan Miller out of Georgia, skiing for the Eastern region, moving through her opening pass now. Oh, goes down on that 360. That's all right. She still had enough time to pick up a couple hundred points. Well, I've just had word through that Ali Staver is a trick skier to watch. She's someone who is capable of tricking up over 660 points. So, well, that is the gold standard, so we'll wait and see. I don't want to preempt anything here. So Ali Staver coming in, rope on toe. Oh, shaky flick there. I don't know if I like the look of that toe slide. Oh, geez, she needs to slow down here. She's in trouble. Okay, now we go to Sarah Stevenson from Texas State. Moving through these one-ski basics here. Looking good out there. Oh, I like that. Oh, really throws herself into it. And the reverse too, oh, the reverse isn't quite good. Still though, some solid tricking there from Sarah Stevenson. It sounds like next up will be Mary Keenbaum out of Western Washington University. And we're picking that this weekend Mary traveled the furthest out of any skier to be here. Came all the way up from Bellingham, right there on the Canadian border, eh?
So is the wind going to shift back out of the north tomorrow morning?
Hey, I'm just happy we're not getting dumped on right now. Sunshine's good. Mary Keenbaum. Mary coming into course, one of 17 Keenbaums. Seems to be a new one just about every time we turn around. Oh, the reverse wake back. That's a new one in Mary's repertoire. I haven't seen that yet. Well, that's exciting. That will be 620 points. We're starting to get some higher scoring trickers through. A couple of people up over 500 points. Good to see. Ashley Stevens now from Clemson coming into course. She was up here in the judges booth for quite a while earlier. And she looks like quite a good little tricker here, moving through a whole bunch of tricks. One ski basics looking good. The O's cruising through it. Wake 180s. Can she get that front? Oh, she can. And that's a 660 run there. Textbook stuff. Yeah, but it makes me happy when I'm right. Amanda Ripple from KU moving through some toe tricks now. Oh, big points here. Well, provisionally a huge score coming through here for Amanda. Up over 1,000 points, I'm predicting 1,300 points. Of course, reminder, once again, all these scores are provisional. We actually have been going through and confirming some of them as we score them officially, so that some of these have actually been confirmed, although nothing's official until the scores are posted. But the most recent ones, they're Curtis official, yes. They've been guesstimated by me, and you can trust me because I'm one of the few people on site that doesn't have a high school diploma. Okay, we have Sarah Vesterlund from ULM on the water, moving through her surface rotations here. And looking pretty calm and composed so far. This looks like a textbook 660 run. In fact, she may have time to throw in some extra tricks. Oh, the reverse goes down on it, so it'll just be 660. Still a solid score there for Sarah Vesterlund. Okay, we got Mariah Fields from Alabama coming into course, and she looks like she might be our new leader if she can get through this pass, judging by the fact she's wrapped up here for what may be a toe O. Yes, not a toe 5 back. And this looks good so far from Mariah Fields. Just the one toe back to back. She's going to try and get the reverse here. Oh, I think that was good, actually. Couple toe slides. I think the reverse toe slide was out of time, unfortunately. Just look at that leaderboard. We've got some big scores coming through. Amanda Ripple, we've adjusted her score up to 1430. I guess some of my math wasn't quite up to par. Mariah Fields, I've calculated 1,060. Ali Staver, 740. We got a couple 660s through from Sarah Vesterline and Ashley Stevens. So great to see some big scores coming through from some of the girls. And next on the water out of San Diego State, it will be none other than Tabitha Magner, a personal best of 820 points she has. And she's trying desperately to break out of the sort of 660 mold. She's managed to add, a couple extra Wake 180s to her run. And I don't know whether or not she's opted to start with toes here. She has a toe back to her front in her repertoire. She's never done it in a tournament, and she tried it last weekend at Cal Poly's, the other weekend at Cal Poly's tournament, unfortunately went down on it as her first trick and zeroed. So a little bit of an emotional hurdle to get over there. I think she's probably going to take it conservatively here and just stick with hands. Basically, you're probably judging at this point that I know far too much about Tabby's tricking. Don't worry, I wish I knew less too. Tabitha Magner now on the water, moving through her, pretty basic 660 run. Some back-to-backs now. The wake tricks. And she's going to put her foot in the toe piece here and try a toe back, toe front. It'll be out of time, but let's hope she can do it. And she does. Congratulations. Hopefully next season we'll have her starting with that. For now, it's just a little risky. Okay, coming in now from Illinois, Midwest region, Savannah Lutz. Ooh. Okay, Juliana Boskis, a hometown hero, out here on the water. She'll be coming in rope on toe. And boy, I have a feeling this is going to be a little more math than I'm used to. Getting these scores coming through to you. It's been a mental exercise for me. I'm done with school for the year. I thought I was going to be done with all this crazy, mathematician type stuff. That's a very high scoring run. Well, a preliminary score coming through for Juliana Boskis, and it's blown the rest of the field out of the water. Now, as the math gets a little trickier, it's possible I'm getting a little further away from where I'm supposed to be, but I've calculated Juliana Boskis' score at 3,010 points, which more than doubles the next best skier. So that's a great tricking effort there from Juliana. Still some very good trick skiers still to come. Oh, next on the water, out of San Diego State University, it will be none other than Hannah Gift Basket Gaharan. Now, we spent hours doing whiteboard sessions trying to work out the best trick run she can do to maximize her points, so I hope she does something exciting for me today. This is what I'm trying. My goal is to take the way we think about the 660 run, but transform it into the 990 run, which I hope is what Hannah Gaharon's about to do. Now, what that is a 660 run, but you start with a toe back, toe front, toe slide. So you add 330 to 660. It has the same ring to it. Yes, or there is the Ben Whitney approach, the Big Ben approach, which is the 660 run with the backflip at the end, or what he did at UCLA's tournament, which was the 660 run with a backflip and reverse at the end, which is the 1660 run. And that's really getting technical here. Oh. Abigail Hamilton from Kansas on the water right now. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to take off and go do some tricking of my own, but plenty more trick skiing action still to come.
All right, our fearless announcer has to go do some tricksy tricks. So this is Matt Oglesby, Matt Oglesky, checking in on the mic. Brittany Greenwood coming in. She's wrapping the rope in all sorts of ways. I'm not a trick skier, so I don't really know what she's doing, but looks like toe slides, toe back. And she goes down. Ugh. All right, next skier is Carrie McCullum from San Diego State. See what she can do here to challenge our leader. I've been informed that Carrie also goes by Blue. So go get him, Blue. All right, putting her toe in the wrap and doing all sorts of things with the rope. Let's see how she fares. Looking strong. Got the double iron fist at the end. Way to go, Carrie. Not sure if those last ones were in time, but we'll see how it goes. Curtis was doing a lot of math down here. I don't know what any of these things are worth, so it's all about who looks better. And it looks like next up we have Abby Grathwall. Abby Brittany. Hailing from good old, well, originally McQueenie, Texas. But the good old River Ranch is where she hangs her hat up nowadays.
You gotta be more exciting than this. Come on.
I've been informed that I need to be more exciting. I don't know what to tell you.
I'd like to see the Katy San Marcos.
I could tell some really embarrassing stories about Abby, but I don't want her to get red.
So we have Abby Grathwall. She it goes better by Gail. You can just call her Abigail or Gail. She really likes it. She is sporting the top knot bun today and that nice turquoise bib for the Eastern region.
I don't know about skiing, but I do know that Gail Grathwall put down an entire pizza by herself not too long ago. She's a formidable force at the dinner table. Go get him, Gail. Yeah, Brittany, I'm going to rely on you here.
Okay, we have Abby Grathwall setting up for a toe 7. Pulls in real nicely, gets started with that toe 5 back. Some toe 8 back-to-backs, nice and easy. Abby's looking like a ballerina on that water right now. Spinning like a champion of the water. And an unfortunate fall, but I think she'll be pretty happy with that considering that's closer to the end of her run. Let's watch this replay. Doing some sweet spins on the water. The top knot bun staying in place. Successful for a woman tricker, you know, when they're moving and twirling and swirling around. Half of it is how you look. You have to look good. Outfit has to be matching. In this case, I think her outfit was matching pretty well. She had the blue top. She had the shorts with a blue accent. You know, she definitely had it going on.
You have to do your best Tony Lightfoot impression here. Damar. Oh, the God, Damar goes out the front. You not seen that video? Yeah.
Who is that?
Yeah, we were trying to get the seat because the way she did that.
Can someone, whoever comes down there, can they bring my stuff back? It's just down there. No, just like my trick ski and stuff. I'm fine in my band suit.
These things are fancy. Are these yours?
Can we speak on those? Can we talk on that one too? We can have a dialogue.
We should have a double microphone.
Yeah, for sure.
Morning talk show.
Should we start doing that?
We should.
I
I'm
don't
down.
think I need to trick judge. I think I need to be the
I think you need to announce.
Yeah, I think so.
You found your calling.
Probably.
Or copy something.
Have you been watching them judge? To learn?
Curtis was up here just like railing them.
Okay, we have Kristen Dameyer, our last women's trick skier of the day. She's from Ohio State, representing the Midwest. They have a very nice neon pink bib this afternoon. I'm not really sure how the men feel about this, but I guess they're going to have to just go with it since Christy is their head sponsor in this event. They're just going to have to go for the pink, and I think they're rocking it. We have Kristen with some nice toe turns. Very efficient on the water, getting that ski turning nicely. Oh, and she's taking it off. Some line tricks. Oh, no. But it's okay. She looked like she got deep into a run. She'll probably be happy with that. Always smiling. Comes from a great family, the Dammeyers. Here on her replay, here we go. Toe back. To back to back, reverse, so another reverse.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Some side slides.
Multitasking.
Sweet. That nice jump in the background. Who's ready for jump tomorrow?